Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to day Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday 5 of this epic Portuguese adventure. I only know it's Thursday because I checked my phone earlier. Got to the campsite last night and speaking to this great guy whose English was really good. He lived in Canada for a while, so I managed to converse with him. Good morning. More bikers. He's wrong side of the road nearly. So yeah, we were talking, and then the guys who I met, Dominique and Jean-Pierre, the French guys that I met on the trail, they came along, and their wife Martine came. She's been driving a camper van and rendezvousing with them at the campsites, and they invited me for dinner. So we had steak and some pasta, some Portuguese wine, some beer, and we had a chat in their broken English and my very, very limited French. It pretty much amounted to, whenever they got stuck with a word, they would say the French word and I would figure it out. So I know some French, as my friends would tell you. It's very limited to very limited to what I learned from gravel. Not from what I learned from gravel, from what I learned from Finding Nemo. Oui la mer. So this whole area, the guy was telling me yesterday, from the campsite, has been devastated by fire. I don't know if you can see it. Some people in Portugal think it was started deliberately. Who knows? But they're basically rebuilding the campsite because the campsite was devastated by the fire as well. So, but this is a beautiful area. The campsite is at 1,500 meters, so it got pretty cold last night. The fog rolled in, but there's a stunning sunset, which I couldn't really do justice with any of my cameras, which is a shame really. But I don't know if you can see, but all the trees, it's not so bad here, but further up the mountain, all the trees are just dead from being burnt. It's such a shame. So not Jack, that's the shrimp from Finding Nemo. Dominique and Jean-Pierre, oh God, why can't I remember his bloody name? They ride GS's, and they were saying that they wouldn't do what they've been doing on a GS, and that I'm crazy, especially because my tyre's gone at the back with no tread. They said it was really difficult, the end section that they finished yesterday, huge boulders. Morning. So yeah, huge boulders, and if you've been watching this series so far, you probably have seen that I'm not a massive fan. This bike is huge for me. I'm only a short round, not very heavy. I weigh about 70 kilos. Yes, there are other people who are shorter than lighter than me who ride these bad boys, but I came to Portugal to pretty much learn how to ride off-road, which is a backwards way of doing things, but daft or crazy, it's crazy or stupid. So today I was going to go to Porto, which is about 200 clicks from where I am. Yeah, I was going to go to Porto and maybe see if I can buy a new tyre, but then I'll be blowing a big part of my budget, and I've still got it's Thursday, I sail back on Wednesday next week from Bilbao, so that's quite a few more days left, and I don't really want to be blowing a lot of my budget, because I wanted to make this trip as frugal and that's why I'm camping, as possible. But food is cheap in Portugal. I had breakfast, the first time I've eaten breakfast at any location since I left the UK, apart from the ferry, which doesn't count because that's just English food, at extremely expensive prices. This road's a bit scarred. So this is the first time I've eaten proper food, proper breakfast, and it was amazing. It was only breads, warm breads, some cheese and ham, so continental style, cheese and ham. There was a little pan au chocolat, little apple turnovers, proper just bite-sized. Yeah, bite-sized breakfast, some coffee, some orange juice, and it doesn't sound much, but it tasted amazing. What else? And music. I haven't heard any music since I've been away, so it was amazing. Just sat there listening to Chili Peppers at the breakfast table. So Californication, or else The Killers, Kaiser Chiefs, and yeah, it's just really, really amazing. So all those things that you take for granted when you're at home that you can just instantly have. Yeah, I could have had music on my phone, but I needed space on the phone for photos and just doing some video editing when I can. And so I deleted the whole app, so the whole iTunes library off my phone, which I don't regret, because I need the space. This road is interesting. So that's my morning. So like I say, I was trying to decide what to do. Go to Porto, buy a tyre, or head back to Spain, or keep going south. So what I've decided, and I know yesterday I said I was gonna keep off the trails, but I'm just gonna head down to the next unpaved section and see what happens. I can always get off at any point I want, so I'm happy with that. Like I said yesterday, oh, there's a gecko. I think it's a gecko. I think I got it. No, I don't. For those who are watching, I don't think I got it. Hope not anyway. That'd be bad karma. So yeah, I know yesterday I said I wasn't going to go back on the trails. I wasn't here to kill myself, hurt myself, or damage the bike really. I didn't come here to destroy this bike. I am not an off-road legend by any stretch of the imagination. Like I said earlier today, I am a full-on novice. I came to Portugal pretty much to learn how to off-road, with no tuition, just me, and a bag of courage, which, as you know, can get you into trouble being brave, but it can also propel you to do amazing things and achieve amazing things. And I spent 10 years as a personal trainer telling people to get out of their comfort zone, push themselves and amaze themselves and do amazing stuff. And some people, a lot of my clients have done huge feats of amazing things, from walking up Snowdon with me several times. So several of my clients have walked Snowdon. Some of them we went and we did, let's try that sentence again. I'm distracted by the fact that the road either side of me basically has no runoff. The runoff that I do have basically means I'm going to end up in a rock trying to get the bike out of that ditch, or trying to get the bike out of that ravine, that's a good word. So yeah, a lot of my clients, all of my clients, they made amazing changes in their lives. Weight loss changes. How much road do you need? Because I needed that bit. Dietary changes, mindset changes, changed their jobs. Some of them, like I say, got over phobias and fears. Climbing mountains, like I said, Snowdon, several times. I've done several trips to Snowdon with clients, and each one of them have loved it. Once they felt like, some of them felt like quitting. You can tell I don't script this stuff. Some of them felt like quitting halfway up, and as a team we encouraged each other, and I was there for support, but the biggest supporters are each other, because they were all in the thick of it themselves. I'm not saying it was easy for me, but they were there encouraging each other. Some of them had done it before, were saying, yes, it's tough here, but if you just keep going, imagine how proud you will be. And their faces, it's like, I feel a bit emotional talking about it. What else? We also did the Welsh Three Peaks, or the Welsh 500. A couple of my clients and their friends. We did that. I think most people, hello cat. Most people take 24 hours to do the Welsh Three Peaks. I think we did it in 17. That was an amazing experience. 3 mountains in Wales in less than a day. That's up and down and travelling to the different mountains. What else? We did the National Three Peaks in the UK. So that was Ben Nevis and Scarfell Pike, which was done at night time, and then Snowdon. And that was my first attempt at Snowdon, our first trip at Snowdon. It was so bloody cold. Good morning. So cold. Oh my god, look at the view. It's absolutely breathtaking. So yeah, we did the Three Peaks, National Three Peaks. It was 10 of us, and in times it was hard work for some of them, but they battled through, and we got to the end, and we raised thousands of pounds for the local hospital, for special care baby unit, because my little girl, she was 6 weeks early, and she spent 2 weeks there under the care, and I was so grateful of the work that they did, just having her there and looking after her and making sure she was alright. And she was under, this is a bad bit of road riding. So yeah, my little girl, she spent 2 weeks in special care, and then my little boy got a skin infection, and he spent a few days in the Caroline Thorpe ward in my local hospital, which is the children's side of things. And it made me want to do something back, and I've always wanted, not always, but for a long time I'd wanted to do the Three Peaks, and I spoke about it with my client, and I'm getting emotional talking about it. Yeah, I wanted to do something and give something back to the hospital, and that was my chance, and so we did. And like I say, it was getting out of my comfort zone. My clients were out of their comfort zones, and we just did this thing, and it was amazing. And yeah, I think I'm gonna have to stop for a second to get some fuel and just gather my thoughts, because I can feel this. I feel there's tears in my eyes talking about this. Wow, I didn't think that would happen. Right, holy cow! I can't believe how emotional I got so quickly there. Sorry about that little breakdown. I guess that's what being out on the road does sometimes to you. You just get a little bit lost in your thoughts, and anyway, so before I had that little moment, I was talking about my clients and how proud I was, or I am, because obviously that pride of them doesn't go away. So yeah, we did Snowdon trips, we did Three Peaks for charity to raise money, and I think it was like well over £7,500. One of my clients did the Southwest Coast Path, 630 miles of the Southwest Coast Path, and I was her guide to help her through. And I know it's nothing to do with motorbikes, but it was an adventure, and I got to see so much of the coast path, and I learned a lot about myself. And it made me a stronger person inside. This is stunning, and I'm all like I said earlier, you can tell I don't script any of this. I'm still, like I say, learning to ride off-road. I've probably chose the most inappropriate bike to learn to ride off-road, but this is the only bike I can afford. What am I about? I could sell this and buy freaking 2 bikes. But no, I wouldn't say I fell in love with the GS when I first got it. However, when I learnt that I could ride it, or realised I could ride this at a decent clip and it was comfortable, the sports bikes I used to have, S1000 RRs, I had 3 in a row. Right. Yeah, I had 3 S1000 RRs, I had an R1, 2 ZX636s, and a tiny little NC30. So all my bikes that I've had on the road have been sports bikes. So I bought the GS, and I love it. They're not the prettiest bike in the world, and they're not. I've got to stop. I've got to stop because I've got to take a photo of that. Oh my god. Yeah, GS. She's not the prettiest little girl in the world. Prettiest girl in the world. She's not little, is she? She's knock a pig. However, it's covered in water. Is that from me or is it from that puddle? She's functional. That's what I'd say she is. Look at those scratches. It's all from yesterday. Look at that. It could have been so much worse without that bad boy engine bar on. Worth the investment. Like I say, it's not the prettiest bike in the world. It's not the lightest bike in the world. It's not the most appropriate bike in the world for what I'm doing. However, we're kind of doing it, so I'm just getting on with it, enjoying myself. But for now, I'm going to take a photo. In fact, let's have the photos. The drone's going out. Okay, so here we go again. We are climbing this fucking hill. I could bite my nails, I would be. Come on, let's turn. Look where you're going. Look where you want to go. Yes! Alright. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on, baby. Come on, you can do this. Come on, come on. Whoa. See, this is just what you gotta do. You can't fucking think, you just gotta gas it. Just pray. And every now and again, look to make sure you're on the pink road. Go, just go, keep going, keep going, keep going. Oh, back into second. Ooh. Not for long. Right, hill. Alright, pick your path. Right. Come on, go! Well done, baby. There's only one way to get up this. Don't slow down. Just keep going. Yes. So glad I just looked down. This GoPro is basically hanging on by a wing and a prayer. It's been killing things. Yeah, I'm so glad I looked at it because it's screwy thing, because that's a technical word. There's the casualty from yesterday. Yeah, the screwy down thing that holds it on is gone into the wilderness. However, I have a spare. I'm in Portugal somewhere. Excuse fingers. I'm in there somewhere. Making my way down to there somewhere. So I was near. Hold on.
Okay, guys. Quick update. Got the map out. Yeah. I'm somewhere in Portugal, near. Where am I? Down here, not long away from Tavares. I've got to make my way down to here somewhere. I know that's not very helpful. You probably can't see it on the map. It's 125 clicks anyway, 125 kilometers away from where I need to be. That's where I am now. super hot. In the background there is Torre, where I was yesterday, the mountain. You can see the domes. You probably can't see it very well. However, it's super hot. There's hardly a cloud about. There's no real rest from the sun. I'm hungry. I'm thirsty. I'm gonna have a little snack, and then decide what to do. Do I crack on and complete day 3, 125 kilometers? What's that in English? Well, they're all melted. But little donuts, I think. Look at these. Don't know what they are. They're like little donuts, but they're biscuits coated in some kind of white stuff. Tyre seems to be holding out today. I've manned up a little bit, or a lot from yesterday. It wasn't so much being... I think I let it get to me yesterday. I just got overwhelmed with the intensity of it. I've mentioned before, some people have done this and they'll think, oh, this is a piece of piss, but there's a gecko going across the road. I'm just gone. I can hear cars. There's a road in the background. There's a town, but no people still. It's just, I don't know. It's really hard to describe being by yourself so often. The only person I've spoken to today is the petrol guy, where I just asked for some gasoline and some water. I thought I heard something in the trees. Apparently they have woodpeckers. I'm gonna have to eat them all because there's no way I'm getting that back in the bike without making a mess. So yeah, yesterday I think I just let it overwhelm me, and took the easy option and went by road, which in the heat, even riding on the road is hard work. It's exhausting because the roads are just so twisty, which is loads of fun, but demands 100% of your concentration at all times. Throw in the heat and just makes it harder, but I'm not complaining. The hill that I have to climb up, so I missed the turning at first. I had to go down this steep pebbled hill. Not pebbled. Steep cobbled road, and then it just climbed and climbed and climbed, and I stood on the pegs, leaning forward, chest was on the screen. That's how steep it was to lean forwards, otherwise I would have fallen off the back of the bike. And it just kept climbing and climbing and climbing, and then I had, just around there, there's a couple of hairpins, and then it's gravel, or yeah, it's just unpaved. So I'm going to eat these, go that way, I'll let you have a look. So yeah, I'm going to eat these, go up that hill, into the trees, and update you in a bit. GoPro, stop recording. GoPro, stop recording. Gosh. GoPro, stop recording. It's been a bit ignorant, isn't it? GoPro, stop recording. Please, GoPro, I'm asking nicely. GoPro, stop recording.
It's weird what riding on gravel does to you. I've been on an A road for a while, and because it's got straight, I'm getting bored. And so what I've done is I found a gravel track that I was on the N18. My final destination is there, where the flag is, Gavio. I don't know. So that's in the general direction. So I'm gonna crack on this track. I've put my sat nav back to off-route recalculation when prompted, and I'm just gonna go this way. It's whoa. So it runs kind of parallel with the road in the direction that I'm going. It'll probably pull me back onto the road again, because I saw the track go off and then come back onto the road earlier, and that's where I got the idea from. So yeah, see where this goes. So if I go left, that'll take me to the road, because I can see the road there. So where does straight on go? There's only one way to find out. Thing is, if I get really lost, if I'm not heading in the direction that I want to, I can just about turn or find the N18 again. So the N18's just there. So I'm just going to keep going this way. So I'm not. It's like going on an adventure, but there's my safety net. So this is more of an adventure than anything, because I have no idea where I'm going. I love the stop sign. All I can smell is flowers, and I have no idea what they are. Road. Need to turn right.
So, end of day 3, got to my final destination, and unscathed, completely unscathed today. I really needed that. However, it seems I've met Martine. She followed the sat nav. She's driving the camper van, and the sat nav sent her down some really narrow roads, and she scraped the wing mirrors. Just luckily, it's just the wing mirrors. Dominic, he's had a big tumble on his bike, and he's come the rest of the way on the roads, on the paved tracks, on the paved roads. So yeah, he's got blood on his knees. His bike's taken a bit of a beating, but he's still he's hobbling around. He looks like he's in a bit of pain, but he doesn't know about tomorrow. Tomorrow's another long day, 283 kilometers. So he doesn't know what he's going to do tomorrow. But for now, I'm just going to enjoy this. I mean, sandy beach. This is a river lake. Sandy beach, castle. Basically, yeah. I'll be going for a swim in there later. You knows it.